Hi earthy people, welcome back to my channel. I'm Gerard, Witch of Earth's Curious Goods, and today I'm going to show you how to create a crystal watchtower. And this spell is super simple. It's going to be using crystals to create a sort of watchtower or tripwire for anyone that kind of sends you negativity, or maybe there's a psychic attack, or even if it's spell casting towards you. So if this sounds interesting to you, keep on watching. And if you're new around here, hi and welcome. So without further ado, let's begin. So we're going to need a few things. We're going to need a black candle. We're going to need a quartz crystal. An alternative would also be a selenite crystal. You're going to need some salt, a lighter, and that's it. Now, optional is going to be a cleansing spray or a cleansing item. Some people will use sage. I am not a huge fan of sage 24/7, but you can use it. Just make sure to fill your space. Palo Santo I absolutely love. So if you're smoke cleansing, you have that ability to do that. That's totally optional, not mandatory for it. I just tend to like to do cleansings before I do spells of this nature. Kind of clears the field or make sure that there's no interferences, especially gives me more of a magical mindset as well. So it kind of helps out in all avenues, shall I say. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is you're just going to take your candle. And now if you have a candle holder, then you'll omit this step. But I am just going to drip some of the wax onto my heat-proof safe dish here. That way I can adhere this candle to it. Okay, so now that the candle is lit, it's also adhered to my heat-proof safe dish. I am just going to do a really quick cleanse of my space. Alright, it's just my cleansing spray. Of course, this is if you're doing smoke cleansing, you can do that. Sound cleansing, you can do that as well. But we want to clear the space. Now, the reason why me in particular, I love quartz crystals. So if you have quartz crystals, especially if it's in a pyramid shape or a terminated shape, those are awesome as well. But just make the magic your own. But I love quartz crystals because they tend to store energy. They're known to do that. So that's why I love quartz crystals. Selenite is another one that I absolutely love. It tends to cleanse a lot of things. It also invites positivity. So of course, and it's also related to moon energy. So if you have selenite, you can use that. But for today's purposes, I am going to be using quartz. Now, with the quartz crystal, you're going to set it in front of the candle. So if your candle's right here, it's going to be, not in front, I'm sorry, behind the candle. So if your candle is right here, you're going to set your quartz crystal behind the candle. So it's sort of like the light is right in front of it in your view. So you kind of see it where it's just one line. Okay, so it almost looks like the light is on top of the crystal, right? Super simple. You're going to take your salt and you're just going to make a circle going clockwise around your candle. Salt is known to absorb negativity, cleanses, purifies. Love salt. Today I'm just using coarse sea salt. If you have just regular salt, that works fine too. Table salt, kitchen salt, all the same, all the better. Okay? Now, staring into the flame, you're going to imagine that light going into the crystal, okay? And you're just going to chant over and over, turn it about and cast them out. Turn them about and cast them out. Now, as you are chanting that over and over, feel yourself relaxing, see everything just going, being bright, being purified, being cleansed, directing into the crystal, okay? See yourself free, see yourself safe, feel a light and glow around you, your whole space. and see it expand as you're saying that over and over again. See everything is covered in this warm light, this wonderful light that you just can't put your finger on, but you know that you're safe. You feel warm, you feel comfortable, you feel happy. Okay? So you're just going to take your crystal and you're going to put it in front of the candle flame. See the candle flame through the crystal. If it's a selenite, same method. Kind of try to get the glow of the candle's light onto the crystal, right? Put it in front. So right when you're looking at the flame, it's as if you're putting the crystal right in front of the flame. So you have the candle and then you have the flame. Okay? And from there, you're just going to close your eyes and have that conversation with the crystal. Let it know what you want it to do. Talk to it like it's your best friend, like it's your bodyguard, like it's a guardian, okay? Tell it to push back any negativity sent your way. Let it know that you want it to protect you and your loved ones, your home, your hearth, okay? See the glow, see it receiving your intentions. All right, and if you have 5 of these crystals, you will do that same method. If you have 6 of those crystals, you'll do the same method with all of them, okay? Setting your intentions in all of it. Now, you're going to let this candle burn fully down. You'll leave the crystals in front until the candle has been completely burnt down. After it has burnt down, you're going to discard all of the remnants. Then you're going to place your crystals around your home. Or if you are somebody that travels, maybe you're just not very stationary, you'll keep that crystal on you in your pocket, in your book bag, always close by. Some people even put it into their cars. I'm not a huge fan of leaving a lot of crystals in the cars just because the environment in cars kind of gets really hot. Over time, you'll have to redo this spell, like all watchtowers. We'll need to redo it, feed them, basically, re-empower them. You'll know because a lot of people will say that they'll lose their shine, they look dull, and you'll need to just redo the spell maybe once a month. I would recommend at least every 6 months. I tend to do it every 6 months. Sometimes I'll do it a month. It all depends on what's happening with that crystal or that area. If I'm not sure, I'm just going to do it anyway. As far as the crystal is concerned, though, I want you to also keep an eye on it. Sometimes I have found that in the past of doing witchcraft that the crystal will shatter, it will crack. And it has done its job, okay? That doesn't mean like, oh my gosh, it just means that it's doing its job. It's watching over you. It's a watchtower, right? It's protecting you, keeping a boundary, that tripwire. So instead of that psychic attack going towards you, it's going towards the crystal. Instead of that spell being cast towards you, it went towards the crystal and it's done its job. Return it to the earth and give it thanks, okay, for all the hard work that it's doing. Even over time, have that relationship with the crystal, right? It's what gives it life. Thought is energy. Give it some thought, okay? A lot of people will get crystals and then just keep them on a shelf and act like they don't exist anymore. Like if you have a crystal, then it's part of you. You have it. It's not just some random item, right? Have that relationship with your crystals. Well, I hope you liked today's spell. And if you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up so other people can make some watchtowers for their homes and for themselves. And as always, stay earthy, stay magical, and don't forget, love yourself and others. Bye for now.